Here I am with the little Astro. Huh? I am doing a show and tell for Rick, who has asked me about these seat covers um, that are made by a very difficult name to say, Bulldogology Pet Solutions. And so I'm going to be doing a little review of these seats and what I think, seat covers and what I think. And our little models will be here to give us a little demonstration. Let's start with the things that I like about these seat covers. I like how they kind of drape down, and so it kind of keeps all the hair from going down into the mechanism. So I do like the skirt. So you're keeping all this stuff here covered, which usually you just find a bunch of hair there if you don't have that. So that part is really good. I like how easy they are to put on. And if my little models actually goes off, Astro off. Oh boy. Let me kind of show you guys how these seats go on. There is a little bit of a tab here, like a little handle here that goes and gets jammed there in the crevice there. And then you have a strap in the back. Let's see, right here. Little strap in the back here to hold it against the chair back right here in the front. And then you just have a couple of straps here for the top. So then it just goes around that. And so that's, pretty simple. So here are the seats now that we've got the dogs out. And let's talk about what I don't like about these seats. And then we're going to do a water test to see if they actually work to keep water off the seat, which is kind of important, if you have dogs. So let's start with the things that I don't like, and I probably will eventually replace these covers. They slide a lot. So anytime when you actually have the seats turned, and anytime you get in the van, these things will move, and like this, they bunch up, and then you kind of have to sit, readjust them, and it's really probably like the biggest problem, a real major issue with it, that I can't live with them. So it's unfortunate because I feel like they look pretty nice. This one, they both are about a year old, so I mean they held up okay. There's a little bit of texture on this thing here, but so they held up pretty well. If you just have a dog on them, if you're not sitting, if you don't have it for the driver's seat, it might actually work because they are kind of convenient and they're fast to put on. So you could just have them on when you have a dog, and then you can take them off because it's pretty easy to do that. So that's an option. But let's do the water test and see how they do with the water. All right, so here we are with the water test. I am going to put a towel underneath, and we will see how wet this towel will get when I pour water over the seat. So let's see how this does. I waited a few minutes, and the water kind of absorbed here on the top, but a lot of it just kind of ran out on the side here, so it wasn't really going through. So now let's check out the towel and see how the towel is doing. Pretty dry, definitely dry here, and definitely wet here. So it is dry here, wet here on the seam. So obviously that water is going to work its way down here and then it will go through the seam. So it kind of depends on, like, you know, how wet your dog is. My dogs get pretty wet. They're like swimming in the ocean and they get pretty wet. So that water will definitely go through the seam. I would say that's maybe a little expected. I don't know. I mean, I would say overall it's not terrible. It's not great. But so you'll have waterproofness here. You'll have waterproofness here. And then water will go through there. And there you go. There is your water test and your little review on the Bulldogology Pet Solutions. Thanks for watching.